Vicki, Marie. Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening, isn't it? But not Princess T is totally unimpressed by everything that's happening at the moment. I feel like I need to do a 24-hour live stream to keep up with all the news I want to talk about. But that's good, of course, because some of the news is good, like about these developments in the Samantha Murphy case. I'm going to be talking about those. I'm also going to be talking about, I've heard more from the Peter Faulding ex-employee. I'm going to talk about that first, just very briefly, because I need to prepare another video on that. And then some news that I've been wanting to talk about in Britain, the UK news. I may not have time to talk about it all because I can't be on very long because then I've got to have lunch and I've got more classes. But I'll be back later on tonight, because as long as there's news to give you, I will keep coming back every now and again and doing a live. So where am I going to start with this? Oh, the other thing, though, that I just wanted to... Oh, no, I'll do it later because I've been experimenting with videos and things and little... as a lot of... So I should start every video by saying, hi, I'm Vicki Marie. If you've never been on my channel before, I'm supposed to be a proper YouTuber now, aren't I? You've never been on my channel before, I talk about true crime, blah, 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 blah. Because there are new people all the time coming on. I will start doing that. Anyway, so I've got mixed up. I'm so excited about the developments in the Samantha Murphy case. I think because it's been so long, that there's been nothing. I've just felt sort of been buzzing about it, really, because, although we know that Samantha is no longer with us, we just want, it's, the finding of the phone and other items, they've said, the police. I'm going to read out their statement. Not Samantha herself yet, but I think it's just a matter of time now, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to just start off briefly, very briefly. Last night I did a live about talking about the ex-employee of Peter Faulding at SGI. He's been back in touch. I have received proof, definitely, that he was an employee of Peter Faulding. And also he sent me more photos, more information. And so I will be preparing something about that. Obviously, I can't show his ID on, his name, etc. on YouTube. But I've got to think about how I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and then people make their own minds up whether, some people are saying, oh, maybe, and it's true, it could be a disgruntled employee, but in my opinion, the detail that it goes into and the things that he said, they all make sense to me, photos that he sent. And I'm not trying to, Peter will be thinking everyone's trying to discredit him. He's done that himself. I haven't discredited him. I sang his praises until he came up with all this rubbish that he's coming up with. I've also been thrown off a Facebook group, I think, which, to be honest, I can't believe that I've even been on it as long as I have, because I knew that this group is infiltrated by, it's all about Peter Faulding and YouTube, other YouTubers and stuff. And it sort of dawned on me gradually. Anyway, they finally got rid of me, so I'm heartbroken. I'm so heartbroken. And that's the Facebook group where they put a lot of anonymous posts on. I think it's when the actual administrators want to put their own post on, but not people not to know it's from them, or not to know it's from, this sort of little club that they're in. Anyway, they've had enough of me now. Which is great because I had enough of them ages ago. But just wanted to tell you that because I think all these things that go on behind the scenes, these are other things that lead me to worry about Peter Faulding and everything. This sort of gang mentality and club, it's like deliberate, it's absolute manipulation of social media that goes on. So that's the other thing. But anyway, that's for another video. I just wanted to tell you about it. I am totally convinced, totally happy that the guy who got in touch with me that used to work for Peter Faulding really did used to work for Peter Faulding. Whether what he said, is true or just a disgruntled employee, that's for you to decide. I know what I think. Okay, so going off that now, we're going to, I need to say hello to everybody, don't I? I haven't said hello to everybody. Sorry. Oh, where's my comments gone? Oh, Blank Faces was first. Hi, Blank Faces. Ninja Chihuahua, thank you for your input, because for those of you who don't know, Ninja Chihuahua, she's got her own YouTube channel too. But she's given us lots of unique information. Well, say unique to me, information about the area, because she lives not far away from all this is going on about Samantha Murphy. So she's been able to give me, she's done videos, etc., that I've been able to use on my channel to give us an idea of what the actual terrain is like, etc. So thank you for that, Ninja. So she says, I found that dam. Yeah, because of course they're at this dam, aren't they? I found that dam on Google Maps. It's Bunyinyong, Mount Mercer Road, not far from Turn Slaughterhouse Road. If the phone was ditched leaving Bunyinyong, then the road leads to Enfield State Forest. That's where the police have searched before, isn't it? It's from what I've read and seen, what people seem to think is that he's flung maybe these things out of the car, various things, and maybe a body, maybe a body's in another place. But we have to wait and see. We don't know, do we? But the thing is, they found a phone. It must be a fantastic feeling. So, of course, yeah, it's night time in Australia. I hope my voice doesn't send you to sleep, Ninja. A lot of people say it does. Hi, Ali. Hi, Kelly. Of course, it's night time in Australia now, so it's getting late. Hi, Chumba. Okay. Hi, David. Hi, Katrine again. Yeah, I think you might be seeing quite a lot of me, as long as we're getting developments in cases and things. Especially these cases that have been following for a while. Obviously, I'm going to jump on live, as often as I can. There might not always be long lives, but sometimes that's better. So, Ninja's made a quick video showing the size of the dam and the location. Okay, I saw that earlier. I'll get that up. We'll have a look at that. Oh, no sound. Was there no sound? Hi, Michelle J. Hi, Quizzical Girl. You can all hear me okay, can't you? Hi, Maria. Yeah, busy woman. I am a busy woman. Do you know, but I like being busy, but do you know what? Sometimes I think I'm a bit too much of a workaholic. It's not necessarily good, really. Hi, Daniel. Thank you for liking, Marie. Yes, all remember to like. That's very important. Oh God, I hope I haven't missed anyone. Don't think I'm it. I'm glad to hear you're recovering still, Michelle. Hi, Yvonne. Oh, Rachel's here. Rustic Rambles. Okay, you can all hear. Okay. Now, I've just got something to show before I start, because I've been experimenting with little videos, because I'm going to give you a word from our sponsors, which, of course, is me. I just want to see how this is a bit of a test. I've not done this before during a video. Hola, soy Vicki. And are you wanting to learn Spanish? Have you been trying to learn Spanish and it's just you can't put the words together? Common thing that people say to me is, I know a lot of words, but I just can't put a sentence together. So I'm here to tell you how you can learn Spanish through English. Learn how to make sentences, not phrase book Spanish. Learn how to ask questions, answer questions. Right from beginner or whatever level you are, if you're struggling in putting it all together, there'll be a level I can offer you a solution. So I've been teaching Spanish for over 20 years to English-speaking people. And these are the books that I have written. Break the Language Barrier Level 1 for beginners. Level 2 for intermediate or sort of pre-intermediate. Level 3 intermediate. Level 4 upper intermediate. And level 5 for advanced. Because really level 5 is to practice what you've already learned. So if you've already learned a lot of Spanish, but you want some practice with translations, conversation practice, games, etc., level 5 is for you. If you know more than level 1, in other words, you know how to already speak in the present tense, if your grammar has gone past the present tense but you're struggling with the past tenses, level 2 is the book for you. All these books. Okay, sorry, that was just an experiment, see if it works. It works. So I'm going to incorporate that into other videos, but I won't keep you hanging on any longer to hear about Samantha Murphy. Just needed to make sure it worked okay. I'm getting quite good at this video stuff. I mean, not good. Good's not the right word. I'm getting better is probably the right word. So where do we start with this? Let's just start with some of these with Samantha Murphy. Some news items that we have not seen yet. 9 News. I don't think we've seen this one yet. Let me see. Or have we? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll watch it again.
Murphy. Police are about to start a new search at a site in Ballarat for an area for her body. The mother was last seen leaving her home on Eureka Street in Ballarat East to go for a run in the Canadian State Forest on February 4. Despite extensive searches, her body has never been found, and we will have updates for you on this story throughout the day here on 9.
All right, that was a very quick one.
This is Mick Murphy's daily labour of love, searching for his wife deep in forest surrounding Ballarat.
We are going to, we'll just have a quick look at this because it's just passed on to this. Do you remember this that we watched? Mick walking around looking for Sam. We can see that he has lost weight. It's probably all the walking he's doing, going around looking for her.
Right. For hours, he hunts for any clues, always thinking of his soulmate.
Samantha, beautiful lady, hence why I married her. We were married for 26 years and our anniversary was on the 21st of February. So it's a bit of a hard time when you first time that you've got your partner with you.
It's been more than 9 weeks since Samantha Murphy went out for a regular jog and never returned, leaving behind 3 children and a heartbroken husband.
For someone so good to be gone out of the community, it's, yeah, pretty hard. Yeah, as a husband, you know, she's always good to us and good mum.
For the first time.
Yeah, so do you remember that interview? It was very heartbreaking, wasn't it? It was very heartrending. I think it must have been very difficult for Mick because not only losing his wife, trying to look after his 3 children, but of course a lot of people, you know, him, like my son's just gone off to the gym, so the dog always barks when he first goes out. So, but not only that, because, you know, probably 90% of the time it is the partner who's involved when someone goes missing. So he's had to deal with a lot. So it was a relief for him when Patrick Stevenson was arrested, of course. Okay, what we're going to look at next. Oh, this definitely we have not seen. Hang on.
Good afternoon. A fresh search for missing mum Samantha Murphy has uncovered key items of interest on the outskirts of Ballarat. As Laura Turner reports, detectives from the Missing Persons Squad and specialist dogs scoured a dam and paddock.
Well, it's on a residential property, a lifestyle farm, as the owners are calling it, that has been central to this investigation this morning. The owners have told me off camera they have absolutely no links to this case, and this morning's investigation has come as a shock to them, especially what appears to be a huge breakthrough in this case. A short time ago, we saw from the air a police...
Yeah, could you imagine? I mean, it surprised me when they said the owners of the dam, like imagine having a dam on your property. It's like my whole house would fit into just that bit where that guy is with the dog. So, but then not only having a dam on your property, but then it turns out some murderer has dumped the possessions of the poor victim that they've murdered in your property. How awful, and there will be people out there, I'm sure, saying, oh, they must have had something to do with it, or they, because there's always conspiracy theories, aren't there? But how awful. Oh, and this, of course, is the dog, isn't it? Oh, there's always a dog. There's always a dog, and there's always a hero story of we don't deserve dogs. We literally don't deserve dogs. I mean, not my dogs, because my dogs don't do anything practical except give me love, But I'm talking of dogs, and bark at chihuahuas that are going past. But these dogs, they're just brilliant. It's just brilliant what they can do. So there is the dog.
Police sniffer dog actually uncovered in the mud around a dam on this property what appeared to be a mobile phone in a black wallet, which appeared to have identification cards in it as well. We saw from the air as the dog made that discovery, police were congratulating the dog and even going as far as hugging each other. Now, that level of jubilation,
I bet they're having a big celebration tonight, whatever, because I think the search, because they've had divers in there, we're going to look at that in the dam. They've had divers in there, but it's wound up for tonight because it's dark now, obviously, in Australia. And I did read that they're not going to carry on searching tomorrow, not meaning they're never going to search again, but what they're going to do is sit down, have a meeting, decide what their next steps are. So there may not be much police activity search tomorrow. It might be a case of them all sitting down and deciding what's next.
Has raised suspicions that this is a significant development. Police have not confirmed, though, whether that phone belongs to Samantha Murphy. At the moment, they've got excavators digging up bushes around this dam as well. One of the residents along this street has told me that they were all warned a couple of weeks ago that police would be searching along this road over this period of time for any links to this missing Ballarat mother, who, of course, we know vanished when she went for a run on February 4. Her body has never been found. 22-year-old Ballarat man Patrick Oren Stevenson was charged with murder, but
here's the twonk. And I do feel if his mum and dad have had nothing whatsoever to do with this, obviously some people have said, oh, they've helped it. We have no evidence for that. I'm sorry, you cannot throw aspersions at people and say that they had anything to do with it, that they covered up for him or they did anything. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't, maybe they did, but what I'm saying is you cannot throw those sort of assertions out. As far as all we know at the moment is he did it. He's the only person that we know about, so we cannot blame his mom, his dad, or whatever. And to be fair, think about how they're feeling. Think about how you would feel. I know how I would feel. My son got arrested for doing something like that. I mean, can you imagine how that would feel? So we're not casting aspersions on the family. The only person we're casting aspersions on in this channel is him, because he's the twonk who did it. And if he's got any decency whatsoever, if he wants to save his soul, either in this life or the next, He needs to come clean. And I'm sure his mum and his dad, they're absolutely, you know, trying to convince him of that fact. But anyway, so yeah, you know, I can't go along with this thing of blaming them.
Understand has not been cooperating with this police investigation. But just to reiterate, what appears to be a significant breakthrough, a police sniffer dog uncovering what looks like a mobile phone in mud just near to where these mobile phone towers on Mount Buninyong have pinged in the case of missing Ballarat mum Samantha Murphy.
4 teenagers.
Okay, so yeah, they what we're going to do, you know, we're going to look now at Ninja Chihuahuas, the video that she very kindly, thank you so much, it's brilliant. Don't forget to go over and give Ninja Chihuahua a like. Now, Ninja Chihuahua has done a lot of work on the Keely Rodney case. I haven't even got as far as that case yet. So many bloody cases and not enough time. I do know about Keely Rodney, and but I don't know all the ins and the outs of the case. Ninja Chihuahua does. So if you're interested in the Keely Rodney case, hers is the channel to look at, because she's got a lot of interesting information on there. Yeah, so that's interesting. So, I mean, the thing is, it's a big property to search by the look of it. I can't imagine having a dam in my back garden. But, you know, I feel for the owner of the property as well. This is what I mean about these killers. You know, Patrick, as far as we know, has only killed one person, but serial killers even more. For every victim that they have, you know, Samantha Murphy is Patrick's victim, but the ripples go out. There's her family, her friends, then there's his family, his friends, his girlfriend. You know, these ripples of badness, of nastiness, if you like, or how they touch everyone's life. You know, they may only have one physical victim in the sense of one person that they murder, but how many people's lives do they affect in a negative way? It's disgusting. I think all that should be taken into account. Well, it is in a way, because you normally have the family impact statement. But what about his family impact statement? Oh, sorry, I haven't shared it. Sorry, I just realised
it had dropped considerably in recent
months. Let me go back to the beginning, because I didn't share it.
So this is just a quick add-on to the video that I made earlier about the discovery of the mobile phone in a dam, or in the mud at the side of a dam, in relation to the Samantha Murphy case. So there's been a few more news articles out since then, and they mentioned that one particular news report, they said they'd spoken to the owner of the property, and he had been told several weeks ago by police that they were planning on searching the property. And he mentioned that the dam hadn't been that low in a very long time, and that it had dropped considerably in recent months. So I thought I'd have a look and figure out the location in comparison to where Samantha went missing and where other searches have been, etc. So I looked it up, and the first thing that I saw was the huge difference in the amount of water in the dam on Google Maps as opposed to when you look at it in the news report.
Yeah, it's interesting, very interesting. And that is, I think, a key factor in how this phone has turned up. So you can see it on the right-hand side, how different it is from the left-hand side. And do you know what? This is what sometimes these murderers, they don't think about. Geography changes, doesn't it? You know, how a place is, you know, when you commit whatever crime you commit. You know, maybe you do it in the winter and there's little foliage, and then more foliage comes, or more people are out and about. Or the opposite, you know, you do it in the summer and you think, oh yeah, that body's well covered over because it's all trees and leaves and what have you. And then, of course, comes to the winter, all the leaves disappear and there's more, you know, you can see is more visibility. And of course, when Samantha was murdered, it was the summer. So, you know, it will have been. I mean, I don't know about trees in Australia, you know, do they lose their leaves? You know, I know so little, if nothing, about Australia. I'm not even that good with Spain and the UK. So that's why it's so brilliant that someone like Ninja Chihuahua makes these videos, so we get an idea, you know, of the reality of how it is in the actual place.
So definitely the water level had dropped considerably. So chances are that that phone was underwater previously. Now, looking at the location of the dam in relation to Buninyong, it appears to me, if we presume that if someone's going to ditch a mobile phone, they're not going to throw it from the opposite side of the road. They're going to throw it, look for a dam on that side of the road, presumably, which to me would say that the vehicle was headed out of Buninyong and that dam was conveniently right there by the side of the road, somewhere to turf a phone so that it couldn't be traced, which makes a lot of sense when you look at the timeline and them talking about the pings from the phone and everything. Now, the thing that's interesting is that if you then have a look at where that road would be headed, if you happen to be on that side of the road where the dam is, then the closest area is Enfield State Forest, which is thousands of acres of state forest full of old abandoned gold mines.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think they have had a little look around there, but you know, how do you search places like that? I mean, you know, we can put it in context. If we think about searches, if you're from the UK and you think about searches like in the Nicola Bulley case or any case, searching for remains, like at the moment they're still searching for the remains of that person that was found in the Salford area. That's hard enough, and the UK is tiny, you know. St. Michael's, tiny place, tiny river. Still, it took them over 3 weeks to find Nicola, and they probably would not have even found her, except you know the natural process that happens. Unfortunately, if you think that she was in the river for all that time, you would think, you know, literally that they would know if Nicola Bulley was in the river all that time by the forensics. But anyway, that's for another video. But you see what I'm saying? So how difficult it is to find remains in small places. So this is just like literally a needle in a haystack. So I think the police have done brilliantly. You know, we've got frustrated with the police because obviously in between developments have been very quiet, and it feels like a long time since there's been any developments. with Samantha. But of course, that doesn't mean that the police aren't doing anything. Just means they've got nothing to report or nothing they can report, because they can't prejudice the trial that's coming up in August. I mean, the next thing you know, it'll be August and that trial will be going on. And to me, I think it's just, I nearly spoke Spanish then, impressive. I'm in a sort of half Spanish mode, because I had a Spanish class, you know, I had a few classes this morning. It's essential, not imprescindible, which is the Spanish, is essential to find the body before this trial. I mean, I think he would still get convicted, but I think it would affect maybe the sentence, maybe the, you know, it affects a lot of things, where if the body's found, the phone's found, the more evidence, the better. Patrick, you know, tick-tock, Patrick, tick-tock. About time you came clean, because you are running out of options.
And I know police have already looked there, but it's a massive area. But to me...
Can I just say hello to people that I might have missed? Heather, admit audacity, I'm looking on here. If I've missed a Mark, if I've missed you coming in, I'm so sorry.
The location of the phone points towards, to me, the location of the phone points towards the very real possibility that Samantha could be somewhere in that state forest. I hope that this is, that finding the phone and whatever other evidence they found, because they've spoken about items, plural, of evidence.
Yes.
So I hope that they are...
Yeah, they did say items. And the only thing that's come out now, and the police aren't confirming if it's Samantha's phone or not, but I think the fact that the police, if the police didn't want that video to go out on the news showing the phone, it wouldn't have gone out. Did you notice how they opened it up so that the news helicopter or whatever it was that was recording, they virtually sort of held it up and said, yeah, look, here's the phone. You know, they're doing that for a reason. They're trying to put pressure either on Patrick, or maybe there is somebody else involved. Maybe it's not his family, maybe it's his friends. Maybe it's anyone. We just don't know who it is. But to me, the way that the police held that phone up so you could literally see the casing, see the credit cards, you know, see everything practically. They did that for a reason. Because if there wasn't a reason for them doing that, they wouldn't have done it. And items the same. So have they found her headphones? You know, have they found her clothes, shoes? You know, she had on that T-shirt, bra, jogging pants, like to her knees. All those things that they may have found, but they definitely said they found items.
Adequate to point police to where Samantha is, or even if they are adequate to give police something, some sort of leverage.
Exactly, the leverage against Patrick. Could you imagine them going, Patrick's not been communicating, he's not been cooperating, and he's thinking, I'm okay, they're never going to find those things. And you imagine the police, oh God, I would just look. I hope one day we get to see that. You know, it won't be before the trial, but maybe at the trial. That's what you get to see in the American trials, whether you get to see it in the Australian ones. Get to see the police going in. Do you imagine how that policeman felt? Maybe it was Mark Hatt, maybe it was Sean Patrick, whoever went in to see Patrick to say, and put the phone on the table in front of him. Could you imagine the reaction? Oh my God, I would love to have been a fly on the wall there. You know, when karma catches up with someone, he's sat there thinking, oh, well, you know, they've not found anything. They're not. And the police walk in and put the phone on the table in front of him. Do you know anything about this, Patrick? What can you tell us about this? Could you imagine? Brilliant.
To get that boy to turn around and say where Samantha's body is.
So yeah, like Nina, I keep wanting to say Nina, Ninja's video, and share. I'm sharing, but you know, we have to appreciate the people that help us out as well with our what's the word? Our investigations. But Chumba, I'm sorry to hear you're not very well. I hope you get well soon, Chumba. Let's have some little prayers for Chumba. In fact, I'm lit the candle this session. I'm going to light this candle for Chumba, who is, as you'll know, if you're a regular on my channel, let me just stop sharing that. If you're a regular on my channel, you will know Chumba. And Chumba's a very good supporter of the channel. She makes us laugh with the things that she says, you know, and she's a sensitive soul. And she cares about all the cases. And Chumba, I hope you feel better soon. This is for you, especially for you. Think of it as a hug. I wish I could give you a hug. But anyway, I hope you feel better soon. Don't like to think of you not being well. Okay, what we're going to look at next, without getting too soppy. We can't get too soppy. What have we got here? We'll see. Right, we've looked at that. Put that way. You know, I have to put the windows down as I go. Don't think we've seen this one before. Don't think we have. Oh, I just realised I haven't shared this again, have I? Have I? No.
There are new developments in the search for missing Ballarat mother Samantha Murphy, with police divers scouring a dam following the discovery of a mobile phone. Emma O'Sullivan is covering the search in Buninyong, and Emma Sniffer Dogs found the phone this morning.
Mitch, that was shortly before midday, and so far tonight, there's no word from police on whether that phone belonged to Samantha Murphy. After it was found, police divers were called in, arriving at the dam around 4 hours later. This site is a 15-minute drive from where Samantha Murphy lived in Ballarat East, the area now the subject of intense interest for police. Specialist divers and sniffer dogs have uncovered new clues in the Samantha Murphy mystery, 116 days after the mother of three vanished on her morning jog. A phone with an olive green case was found just a few kilometres from where Miss Murphy's phone last pinged. Police aren't saying much, only that the missing persons squad discovered some items of interest near Buninyong this morning as part of a targeted search. The items will now be sent off for forensic testing. AFP sniffer dogs uncovered the phone, which appeared to contain bank cards. The shock find triggering an embrace between officers. Police divers arrived late this afternoon, methodically combing the bottom of the murky roadside dam, continuing their search in fading light. The whereabouts of the 51-year-old's remains is a mystery that's baffled investigators for close to 4 months. Metal detectors and earth movers were also used in today's search. 7 News understands the dam is at its lowest level in months and hasn't been drained since Ms Murphy went missing. Her accused killer, 22-year-old Patrick Oren Stevenson, remains in custody, awaiting his next court appearance. Police divers packed up a short time ago at sunset, but this investigation remains ongoing. Samantha Murphy's family was given notice this search was happening today. Compared to larger scale operations, this had a more narrow focus, giving fresh hope it could lead to another breakthrough. Mitch.
Emma O'Sullivan at Buninyong. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, gosh, I'm sort of like losing track of where I'm going because I was trying to look at what the next thing I was going to do. And now I've shown that one, right? Okay. Now there was something. I had the police. Yeah, I've shown that one. Just trying to work out what I've shown and what I haven't shown is a nightmare. Now, the Victoria Police got a statement on Facebook. That's what I'm looking for now. I tell you what, I'm hungry as well. When I'm hungry, it doesn't, my head goes completely. Hang on. Right, Victoria Police. Let's have a look for the Victoria Police statement. Okay, now let me just show you this. So this is a statement that they actually made themselves. Detectives from the Missing Persons Squad have located some items. Oh, what's happened there? I've located some items of interest in Buninyong this morning during their search for Samantha Murphy. The areas, God, my voice is going. The area, because this is the second live I've done today. The area has been cordoned off and those items will now be forensically tested. At this stage, we're not providing further information about the items until that testing has been completed. The items were located during today's targeted search, which involved investigators and other specialist units from across Victoria Police and assistance from the AFP. The investigation remains ongoing. Further information will be provided once we're in a position to do so, and police ask that members of the public do not attend the search at this time. I did make a comment on that and just say thank you. So, yeah, that's what the police have got to say about it. I think that's, I was going to go into in the UK, there's been some news. There was a woman stabbed on Bournemouth beach. But you know what? I think I'm going to do that separate because I've got to go now because I've got to have my lunch and then I've got classes. So it's just too much news all at once. But I definitely will be reporting on that as well. So, listen, I hope I didn't miss any. I may have missed some people coming in. I was trying to sort of, did I say hello to Kelly? I don't know. But anyway, hello to everybody who came in my chat today. Hello to everyone who's just watching at home who doesn't want to join in the chat. I'll be back tonight. I would definitely be back later with some, we'll be talking about something probably about the Bournemouth beach thing in the UK. But maybe there may be other. God, it feels like everything. You go from one thing where there doesn't seem to be much sort of action in cases that we're following, and then suddenly there's all this information coming out. So anything new that comes up, I will be reporting on it. So yeah, remember to live and love wisely and carefully. Now, and before I finish, I'm going to put on another video, a word from my sponsor, which is me. And I hope you'll watch that. And I hope you'll like, and I hope you'll subscribe. And thank you for being here with me. Until I see you again, may your God always go with you. And thank you, a special thank you to Ninja Chihuahua for making us that video to show us sort of the lay of the land. Bye. Hey, it's me, Vicki Marie. Did you ever want to know a little bit more about me and my background, how I came to become interested in true crime, how I ended up in Spain being a Spanish teacher? If you want to know a little bit about me, a little bit more about me as a person, you can find my book, Confessions of a Spanish Teacher, on any Amazon site, wherever you live in the world. And I believe that everyone has a story to tell, and this is my story. So it's the story of how I grew up in Manchester in the UK on a council estate, and very humble beginnings, and my journey through personal tragedies, disastrous romances, and triumphs to become a single mum, a Spanish teacher, and an interpreter living in Spain, and eventually a YouTuber reporting on true crime. So it details my various experiences with people and places over 20 years of teaching, over 20 years now. Ooh, where did that go? Of teaching Spanish and interpreting through the backdrop of the recession, financial uncertainty, severe flooding, and living through COVID. I hope you will find it funny, sad, amazing, silly, serious, and stranger than fiction at times. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to make you angry at least once. I hope to make you cry at least twice, and I hope to make you laugh many, many times. So thank you for all your support on my YouTube channel. And if you want to know a little bit more about me as a person, then you can find out there. So thank you so much. See you very soon in the next video. And as always, till then, may your God go with you. Bye.